Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio.
Woo!
You're listening to us on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Sister stations.
And worldwide at
IRLoneStar.com.
We just came in the last two segments on one of the cartoons that me and the DLG grew up with. That is the classic X-Men cartoon from back in the day.
I'm going to correct something there.
Go for it.
You called it a cartoon.
It is a cartoon.
It was a life-changing 30 minutes
Okay.
every week.
It's not. Give me coordinates. Give me coordinates if it's real.
If
it's a life-changing
Not
thing.
only was it real, it raised us into men.
It's so good that I go back and I still watch it now.
Yeah, no,
It's all on Hulu.
It was a really good show.
Oh man, it's so good.
It used to be on Netflix.
Now it's on the Hulu here. But hey, make sure you catch us on all our social media stuff. That's
Yeah.
Facebook.com/NerdThugRadio. It's NerdThugRadio.com.
Those are our coordinates.
It's at NerdThugRadio on the Twitter.
Yep.
It's Joey.Savage15 on the Instagram.
Instagram,
The spam accounts had just recently rose up even more since last week's episode. Yeah.
Hey, that means you don't have to buy followers.
Killing it.
Just get all the spam accounts.
How does that work? How do they buy followers? What does that mean?
I don't know. I've never clicked on
It's like a weird sub-botting thing where it's just like it creates a fake account and then it subs to your channel, so it shows your channel's it's got massive growth. You've gained 2,000 subscribers.
But can someone pay me to follow them, and how much would they pay me?
No, I don't think
$1 per every 100 follows.
Well, I know
I don't think it's actual it's not people making accounts. People don't pay other people to follow them. Maybe once you get the god tiers, I got 100,000, you got 100,000, I'll follow you, I'll plug you a bunch of times. Just give me some money.
That's
okay.
friendly
That's fair.
fire. Maybe.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I always hear the term buying likes and buying follows.
Yeah.
From the social media elite, and I've always been kind of curious.
The social
Because I was
Illuminati.
I was like, so if I just follow 100 accounts a day, am I making am I getting paid a dime each one?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Did I just make $10?
I don't think so.
Nope. You know how to create a program that'll do that for you?
Yeah, we can do that.
I mean, if I had any skills at all, probably.
The only skills you got are on the mic, man.
That's true.
So
I do spit that fire.
Over the past week,
super hot.
There's been some pretty interesting news regarding the next X-Men film.
The next man, if
It's
you
been
will.
trickling out.
It's been trickling out over the last week. So the next film is going to be the Dark Phoenix Saga, is what they are saying.
They're calling it the Dark Phoenix.
Right. And so one of the things that we were all pretty much sold upon is the original Big Four actors, which would be Corey DLG, name them off.
James McAvoy,
Plays,
Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, and Nicholas Holtz.
They play Professor X, Magneto,
Mystique,
and Beast. They were the original four from Next Class, and they've kind of come through, and it was supposed to be a 3-picture deal or a 4-picture deal.
They all had a trilogy. They were all signed for a trilogy.
Right, and so then we had they were kind of all right, we're done.
Right.
And this week, though, they've come back, and they are all going to be in the next one.
Oh, that's what you meant by the four. I thought you were saying that the four X-Men that they by the end had solidified. And in my head, I was like, well, yeah, where else are those guys going to go?
No, but all four of those actors and actresses, they are all signing on to be in the next film.
Oh, just one more, huh?
Yeah, they're all doing one more.
They better just kill them all off.
Yeah, no, this is where they all die at once.
Actually, they really could get away with killing probably at least two of them right here.
Right.
But yeah, what had happened was they were all signed for a trilogy, and obviously as time went by, the four of them their stars had all risen, and they also enjoyed making these movies together.
Right.
So they basically all said, well, look, if you sign, I'll sign, kind of, is what the four of them all agreed to. I'm a little curious that Nicholas Hoult and Jennifer Lawrence still kept their part of it, because when they sort of made this gentleman's agreement amongst the four of them, those two were dating.
Right.
They have now since no longer date.
Uh-huh.
So it's a little bit surprising to hear that they, both of them agreed. I could see Nicholas Hoult backing out and being like, I'm going to go make some British movies now.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. But really, it would be no loss to the movie.
Just CG the Beast in.
Well, no. Yeah, you could go really twist it and just keep his old audio from the last three and just play his lines randomly.
Use it over and over again.
I built a warplane. You could just keep you could just use his stuff. And they'll be like, that's not even what, Hank? What?
What's he talking about?
Right. Hank had a stroke. But yeah, no, I was a little surprised that he signed again. Or you could even just write him off. Just be like, yeah, Hank left. He got tired of X-Manning.
And so he's done.
He mutated again and then died.
He's now.
Right.
He's now.
Did you just have a blue dog running around?
He's now a politician.
Yeah. Yeah. Kelsey Grammer said, hey.
Hey, what's up? So also, other news involving it is Bryan Singer is not going to be directing this film either. It's going to be the director debut
Oh.
of what's his name, Simon Kinberg.
Yeah. And he's been heavily involved in a couple different comic book movies. I'm blanking on which ones. I'm blanking.
You want to know what he's done?
Yes.
So he helped co-write X-Men: Last Stand.
That's what it was.
Which
was not great.
He helped write and reshoot the last Fantastic Four movie. But he was also involved in writing Days of Future Past and Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, but I feel like
his
resume is like getting worse and worse.
Both of those are both the
Days of Future Past was rewritten like 5 times.
And now he's going to direct this movie.
Matter of fact, when they brought in Bryan Singer for Days of Future Past, he changed everything that was in the scripts already. Anyway, he was like, this won't work. This won't work.
So
this guy's track record is terrible.
How you feeling about this?
Okay, when they named Brett Ratner to direct X-Men 3,
right?
Because Bryan Singer left to do Superman,
which turned out horrible.
Right, like there were no winners in that
2020, he should just stay with X-Men.
Right, they would have made one good movie out of the two. Instead, they made 2 bad movies because Brett Ratner was just like, well, I'm just going to go with everything that's already done because someone already did it.
Done.
Brett Ratner is like the Nico of directing movies. He showed up, was like, someone already did this? Okay, well, I'll just turn it in.
Let's go. All right, we're done.
We're done here, right?
Right. I imagine him showing up to work. He signs his contract, like, we're going to pay you $3 million to direct. And he's like, okay, great. And he shows up and he's like, wait, someone already did the storyboards? They're like, yeah. And this is the script that we were working on. He's like, so someone already finished it? And someone's already done screenshotting and makeup and costuming. And when do you guys want to shoot? Oh, I choose? Oh.
Right now.
Well, what are you guys doing next week?
Let's start now.
Right. So he just takes his $3 million to the bank in a ski mask on that one. Because he didn't do much. Yeah, none of those movies you named were any good. So, I mean,
we're looking at an 0 for 0. This is no wins here.
And also, like, Days of Future Past turned out great.
Days of Future Past did. Age of Apocalypse, while we didn't necessarily enjoy the story too much, it still made a ton of money to where they can continue. And
it wasn't. I'm being unfair. It wasn't bad.
It could have been a lot better.
It could have been a lot better. They shoved a lot of stuff in. They told they did like a 12-minute Magneto vignette in the middle of it, and essentially otherwise. Those characters don't even belong together in that movie.
Because, I mean, they chose different people to be the 4 Horsemen.
Which is
untypical, which is fine.
Right, yeah,
but
that's fine.
They went heavily into the reason why Magneto was switching over as opposed to just kind of quickly shuffling to the other one.
Right. Like, why does Olivia Munn change sides?
Right.
If she's been working for Caliban for the whole time, finding mutants, and then Apocalypse shows up and he's like, genocide of the humans. And she's like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in.
Gives that no second thought.
Yeah.
Also, no mention of her reprising her role in this movie at all.
Yeah, they definitely had to run away with the idea that I think she was going to do more.
Right.
But
I wonder though if they're going to.
Maybe she heard the direction and went back down.
No, but what would be great is if they transition her over into the X-Force side down the road. They already got their Psylocke character.
Honestly,
they're
like
going to do that.
If I was seeing like the options of I can be in this movie or I can be in Deadpool.
Which they're going to make an X-Force movie.
Yeah, and also think about so these are the 2 people you can be. These are the 2 casts you can choose from. You can be actor number 10 in the X-Men movie, or you could be actor number 4 in a Ryan Reynolds, Josh Brolin movie.
Right.
I mean that is.
Like those are your options.
Right. If I have an agent and I'm Olivia Munn, that's the call I'm making. By the way, I invited her to our barbecue over the weekend. And
I saw that.
She didn't come.
She didn't come. But they do also have the younger ones coming back. So I mean, you obviously got Jean Grey. Obviously got the Cyclops, the Nightcrawler,
Jubilee,
Storm. They didn't mention Jubilee.
Oh, I mean, she was in the last one.
Yeah, they mentioned Storm, and then was it Evan Peters? Is that who plays Quicksilver?
Yeah.
They have him in the
Yeah, what else is he going to do? Like, some of these people, they came back.
Right. Well, it made sense for the younger ones to come back. It was...
Everyone except Sophie Turner. Like, if I'm Jean Grey, if I play Jean Grey in Age of Apocalypse, and then they announce that the next movie is called Dark Phoenix, I call my agent and I say, get me $10 million more.
Right, because I'm about to be the star.
I'm about to be big time in it. And I'm not about to big time it for $2 million.
No, but now... One of the things that I do find very interesting, because we know the Dark Phoenix story, is who else are they going to introduce?
Right, because they did just announce this.
You have it written down on your notes here. Go ahead and hit me with it.
They did just announce that the Shi'ar are being cast as the villains.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good idea.
They're taking X-Men to space.
Which it's a big deal, because the X-Men have done so much more than X-Men vs. Magneto, which is pretty much all we've seen out of the franchise.
It's
only
like
two
Star
things,
Wars and the Death Star.
right? They've done so much other stuff, but also most importantly, this can tell a really good Professor X story. This can tell a really good Jean Grey story. This can tell a really good X-Men story because the X-Men can fight the Imperial Guard.
Right. They already have.
I think it's going to be a Trial of Phoenix type scenario.
They already have someone they're looking at to play Lalandra.
Yeah,
Jessica Chastain, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Right,
She would be
fits
a
the
great.
bill.
She would
she
be great.
does.
And the thing of it is, Lilandra and Charles Xavier have a great, complicated relationship. She's a queen. She runs the Empire. Her and Professor X, though, are in love. They are genuinely probably soulmates, kind of, is the great romance. And then in the comic books, at one point, it gets really sour. It's a stupid story to explain. It doesn't even sound right out loud. His unborn twin that he accidentally killed in the womb manifests as pure psychic evil, takes over his mind, uses him to go to the Shi'ar to take over her mind, to then use the Shi'ar to kill the X-Men. She tries to kill the X-Men with
That's
Shi'ar.
crazy.
The
movie will also
real dumb.
The movie will also be set in the 90s.
Talk about anime.
Yeah, because the last couple X-Men have been generational in that
Which
sense.
hopefully that means some really cool cheesy 90s costumes.
I mean,
That would be awesome.
They nailed the 80s.
Yeah.
They nailed the 80s.
That would be awesome. Like I could just see the Cyclops in that 90s outfit. That'd be so great.
But think about real quick. I know we're trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
Think about the trilogy of movies that they got out of the big four.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a weird thing because First Class was kind of this relaunch. We don't want to lose the X-Men property. We don't want to do a new thing.
Also, it was good.
It wanted to be really good, but think about it. No Wolverine, no Cyclops, no henchmen, no horsemen, no
First Class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's such a weird movie. And Magneto and Xavier are allies for 2/3 of the movie. That one does a better job of telling a story about Xavier and Magneto than any of the other.
I think it's because it doesn't have all that extra stuff in it.
Right, exactly. That's kind of what I'm getting at. And then they turn around.
Do Days of Future Past.
Right. So Days of Future Past combines the two universes because First Class did so well.
Right.
And then they turn around and now they're flipping it and doing this. The Age of Apocalypse finishes their story. It's like such a weird finish. Like the beginning was so much better than the end.
Usually how it happens a lot of times.
See, I always like the end movies. I love the third in a lot of trilogies.
I know, but a lot of people don't.
They don't. I like the rule. I like when the rules can be broken and you can kill anyone.
Well, we're breaking rules by going over time here, so let's jump out to a break. When we come back, we'll get into some more Nerd Thug Radio.
# Talking Nerdy to you.